Initialize. What's up, guys? This is Big Dog Dempsey, joined here by my best friend.
Dale or Shot Rod, baby.
Yes. And we have been apparently brought to a mansion with two beautiful fox sisters.
Hey.
Hey?
The one with the white hair is mine. Machiko.
You want the old tanned one? Fine, I'll take the young vigor. I like my blondes.
At least she's not.
I think they're twins. I'm not sure.
At least she's not afraid to take off her clothes and get in bed with you.
Yeah. Well, Mayuko is like.
Disclaimer. We are very good at reading.
Oh my god, of course. I was hoping you forgot that. All right, enough dilly dallying.
It's also a little late, so we may not be enthusiastic.
Yeah. What time is it? Jesus. 1:37 a.m.
12:36 for me.
Oh my god.
But I have work at 9 in the morning, so I cut this a little close.
Yep. Alright. Alright, here's my
let's get
line.
immersed.
Okay. Despite Meiko's cheerfulness, I couldn't help but wonder what had happened between Machiko and this Tashiri for her to react so strongly. I decided that maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to spend some time with the two sisters to get to know them a little bit better. Well, I do have 2 weeks until I need to be back home, so there's really no need to rush. How about we do something else instead? I'm sure Machiko-san wouldn't mind the distraction.
Well, the longer I get to stay away from that place, the better. How about bringing Meiko-chan along to go fetch some desserts for us?
Woo!
There are some oranges, apples, and a small vineyard behind the mansion. I could whip up some cream to go with it if you like.
Sure.
If you would like.
That sounds easy enough. Let's get us some delicious fruit, Meiko-chan. Yay!
Alright.
I get to be with my waifu. As me.
Picture her with this voice.
No! Please, God, no. As Meiko led me towards the garden of the impressive mansion, she seemed a little quiet, as though she had something on her mind. I wanted to ask her about it, but something about the way her ears sagged and her tail hung low told me that probably wasn't the best idea. I decided I would simply try to cheer her up.
Something's on her mind.
So, which do you prefer, Meiko-chan? Apples, grapes, or oranges? You could gather all three, but I bet we can grab a few for ourselves first.
Apples, I guess. I knew a fox spirit once, a friend of Onesama, who loved apples. I can't remember her name, though. I guess my head's a bit hollow.
Apples are awesome. Crunchy on the outside and sweet on the inside. And your head isn't hollow, silly. If that were true, I'd still be stuck in that jail cell.
Onesama did most of the thinking, though. I just sort of went along with what she said.
Well, someone has to take the lead. Besides, I'm still grateful for your help, all the same. How about... I playfully flicked Meiko's forehead with a grin. See? It doesn't sound hollow at all. I'm sure there's plenty of clever thoughts in that pretty little head of yours.
Ow, meanie.
Her face. Boo. Now you know I'm right, at least. Anyway, let's get those apples, shall we?
Okay, I'll get them.
Wow,
I'll
her
get
sour attitude changed so quick.
You go grab that basket over there.
Alright, let's get down to business.
Let's get to it.
Feeling Shut up. Feeling hyped, I went to grab one of the baskets stocked nearby and returned to Meiko, who had started climbing one of the trees. The girl looked accustomed to climbing, but her small hands had me a bit worried. Hanging from the branch with just her legs, she checked to see if the apples were ripe. Meiko-chan, be careful, you might slip. Ow! The girl had thrown an apple at me And while my reflexes let me catch it, damn, with ease,
Jesus.
the force behind it still stung my palm a little. Of course, this guy has the reflexes of a monster. Of course, I did exaggerate a bit for the girl.
Haha, I'll be fine, Taka-kun. I've been climbing these trees all my life.
Even the most experienced climbers end up running into trouble if they aren't careful. I smiled weakly at the girl's excited attitude, placing the apple I caught into the basket.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a fox spirit. I won't fall. I'm super careful. Watch. I'll grab the apples near the top.
Oh god. But wait! Meiko-chan! Unless you can fly, I don't think you should go without for those!
Fly? I can't do that, silly Taka-kun. Who has ever heard of flying fox spirit? Ah!
As expected, the moment Meiko tried to reach for one of the apples near the top, god damn it, Brayden, why are you so dumb, of the tree, the girl ended up losing her footing and tumbled down towards the ground with a loud cry. Meiko! My reflexes quickly kicked themselves into gear, trying to catch the girl before she hit the ground. Unfortunately,
Oh no.
oh no, I didn't notice the apples scattered around the tree, and as a result, ended up tripping over them. I managed a few more steps and was just able to catch Meiko before I dropped to the ground. My head was throbbing once I had recovered from the fall. I tried to sit up, but found myself held down by a small but substantial weight.
Are you sure you want that to be me now?
No, Brayden, you asked.
No, I'll pass.
Oh, Brayden, I didn't realize you had a big bear.
Apparently I do.
Opening my eyes, I looked up to see Meiko sitting on my lap.
Owie! I guess I tried to reach a bit too far. Thank you, Takahiro. You saved me, and you gave me a soft, well, kinda soft and hard landing.
Well, I'd hope it'd be kinda hard considering where you landed. Meiko-chan, do you mind, you're crushing me.
What? Oh my gosh, Takahiro! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
As the younger girl grew increasing... You bitch! Come here.
Oh, God damn it.
Stupid dog. Like, I just hear my dog just fucking clattering on the floor. Lay down.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Like, you can't just sit still and just let me fucking enjoy my goddamn shit. Okay. As the younger girl grew increasingly flustered, I knew I had to calm her down. Gently, I tilted my legs beneath her, and she toppled forward, her head resting against my chest. Aww.
Aww.
I guess we've learned that fox spirits can be pretty clumsy. Or maybe that Meiko-chan is even cuter up close than I had thought.
What? Takahiro, I think you're mistaking me for One-sama.
Nope, I'm talking about you. You have that innocent side to you
Thank
that's
you.
really Hashtag not gay. That's really charming. I wouldn't be surprised if lots of people from the village would want to claim you as their adorable little sister once we've cleared up those misunderstandings.
Claim her.
Yeah, I'll claim something, alright.
I'd be happy to call you my brother, Takahiro, but lots of people in that village are super mean. I just want to spend time with you and One-sama.
Brother? How about darling?
Oh god. Darling! I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I think we're breaking the fact that he's not gay. Really?
Yeah, I think it's true.
I think we'd be a cute couple. A hero and a fox spirit living happily ever after. Your sister could be there too.
Thank God we're reading something.
Yep.
This would just be weird.
Yep.
Imagine if someone had their eyes closed and just heard this.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus. We could raise a little family. I mean, we already have a house, so we wouldn't have to worry about that.
I love
And
how they say
any...
we. It's not his.
And any guy from my world would kill to have a pretty wife like you. Well, I totally would.
Damn straight.
I held back a chuckle, knowing all too well that my teasing was taking effect. And yet, I was also happy to see your spirits seemingly lifted.
Thank you, Takani.
Okay, Takanu. I think Takakun would be better. Machiko-san probably wouldn't like another sibling, but I'm glad you cheered up. You didn't seem too happy earlier. The way your tail and ears were hanging low reminded me of a scolded puppy.
Huh? Oh, right. I was just thinking is all. You know about the spell I wanted to try? That one that needs the silky wedding undies?
Wedding sash. It's kind of like a belt that the bride wears during the wedding ceremony. I doubt any spell involving panties would be a good spell to cast.
Oh, I thought it was like wedding undies that you wear on your wedding night.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like, isn't it that band that's around their
Yeah,
leg?
I think it's that one. Well, usually wear nothing on your wedding night.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, the spell, I don't know why, but I've wanted to try it for a little while now. And, well, it's a gate spell, not like those temporary ones. Those are really easy to make. A permanent one, like a portal to a different place.
Ooh! It sounds interesting, but are you sure it's safe?
Silly Takani, that's not the point. This spell might be able to help you.
Well, that's good and all. I'd prefer not ending up in the middle of the sea or a live volcano. I think we should be a little bit more careful with your magic.
I'm a good mage.
Yeah, I'm sure you are, considering you didn't have a fucking revival spell when I needed it.
This next fucking line.
That's what Harry said when he told Atlantis he had a solution for their water shortage.
Huh? What's Atlantis?
A city with high ambitions sunk into the deep due to poor management. Anyway, I think it's best if we get an expert's opinion before we try anything. We're going to visit this to Shuri anyway, so maybe she'll be able to tell us if your spell will get me home.
What? But Tatsu-chan told me I shouldn't use magic at all. She said it was only for her to use or something.
Wow, what a bitch.
Yeah, fuck.
Maybe she had a reason for saying that. Like, maybe... I don't know. These spells have side effects.
You're just like One-sama. She forbid me too, but I showed her that spells could be helpful and that that I can control them. So she let me do more research.
Thank God she did. I'd be stuck in a cell still.
Yeah, goddamn. I'm not going to throw spells around like they're nothing. I'm not a dumb little kid.
I'm not going to do anything. Besides, you seem old enough to take care of yourself. Not that I know how old someone like you might be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like
Yeah, right?
50 years old, both of them.
Jesus.
Yeah. If the lore serves me correctly. Beware of the dark side of magic. Jesus, is this turning into Star Wars?
Apparently.
Beware of the dark side. In most stories, magic usually comes with a price. Like, oh my God, goddammit, I can't do it.
My voice.
Like what?
Comes with a price.
Oh God. Like, what would you do if magic gave you a terrible tummy ache, or headaches, or worse? Is that diarrhea?
Yep.
Then you better prepare a gate spell to the nearest bathroom.
I do get headaches.
Shut up!
I do get headaches, but those aren't really all that big of a deal. And I get to do a lot of things for One-sama. I'm not going to change that ever, so there.
I already said I wasn't going to make you do anything. Except script down and blowjob me. Okay, however, what do you need to change? is the fact that you're straddling me, and you're rather close, so I'd appreciate it
I hope
if you
she's
could
wearing
get off.
panties.
I don't think they are.
Oh god. Aw, but you're so warm and soft. I'd just curl up and sleep on you.
Soft! Do you have any idea how fucking ripped this guy is? Wait! Don't go fall asleep on me!
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't either.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do something like that out here. Maybe tonight, though it's only fair since One-sama got to do it. But more importantly, dessert! We need to get back inside. One-sama is probably wondering what's taking so long.
I couldn't really argue with the girl's impeccable logic. With a smile, I helped the girl to her feet and gathered the few fallen apples into the basket. We returned to Mechiko and enjoyed our dessert together. It wasn't too long after that Meiko started to feel sleepy, so Mechiko took her to bed, wishing me a good night. The next morning. I woke the next morning.
I was hoping he'd wake up with fucking Meiko.
Meiko? Yeah, unfortunately no. God damn it. It's not fair. I want to see Meiko's like without her shirt on. Oh well. I woke the next morning to the sun filtering in through the wooden blinds, yawning loudly. The girls had very graciously given me an entire room to myself, thank God, and it was certainly a lot bigger than my room back home.
I wouldn't fucking say thank God that. I wouldn't want to sleep with one of them.
Are you sure, dude? Because you kind of can't lay hands on them at the moment. Being a man of purity and shit. Actually, fuck that shit. I would have already slept with all four of them by now.
You go sleep in Meiko's room, I'll go sleep in Mechiko's.
It was. It's like the American and Canadian just fucking whoring it around again. It was still early in the morning, likely a bit before breakfast. I decided to spend a short moment to gather my thoughts. It was clear that in order to learn more about my situation, I would need to pay a visit to the shrine. Maybe I could even find the answers to some other questions that had been lingering in the back of my mind for a while now. The fact that Mechiko seemed surprisingly nervous at the mention of Tashiri's name made me wonder about their relationship. What could possibly have happened to make Mechiko react like that? The apparent hostility between the villagers and the fox spirits was another issue altogether. Of course, I couldn't forget about the fact that I needed to find a way to get back home as well. Just as I finished gathering my thoughts, Meiko's voice resounded from the downstairs.
Takani, breakfast is ready. Could you go get One-sama?
Sure, we'll be there right to. I quickly made my way out of the room, finding myself within one of the corridors of the mansion. Once outside, it didn't take long for me to find Mechiko wandering down the corridor. Her lips curved into a smile when she saw me, and I winked.
No need to look for me, Taka-kun. Meiko's voice reached me loud and clear.
Good morning, Mechiko-san. Did you sleep well?
It was a decent sleep, although perhaps a bit lonely, however. You seem to be getting along with my sister, Takani, was it? Perhaps I should consider you my rival in the quest of the heart of our dear Meiko-chan.
Oh, damn right! She seemed to like it. I guess I'll be stuck with that name for a while.
Oh, it's not to your liking?
Well...
Perhaps you prefer Darling instead?
Ah, shit! You were watching us.
Indeed. It was taking you both such a long time, I grew rather curious and snuck out.
But I didn't see you at all!
Well, I am a fox spirit. Hiding myself from humans is like playing hide and seek with a child.
Damn. Then why didn't you use your hiding skills to hide from the guards?
Now that you mention it, the thought never occurred to me. Well, it certainly was fun getting chased by them. Unfortunately, Mako does not have the best control over her change. She is far too
Excitable.
excitable,
Yeah.
excitable, and is unable to maintain the illusion. It is her one magical blind spot.
Alright, and we're gonna end this episode here. Yeah.
Okay. I can speak
Peace out,
normal again.
guys.